Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. What's popping, guys? Welcome to ZeerTalks Football and welcome to another video. This one is Al Hilal related. Obviously, this past month, I would say for the past few weeks, um, news been circulating around Rúben Neves, one of our key players. And then there's been another one, actually recently, about João Cancelo, two of our Portuguese players, for two different reasons, would like to move back to Europe. Now, I'm going to talk on this. I'm going to explain what's going on, and I'm going to explain to you why I think it's happening and what I think of it. So, yeah, it is what it is. Listen, before we begin, you know exactly what to do. Subscribe, press the alarm bells for future content notifications, like, comment your way, go check socials, inshallah, well, wherever you are. Now, I'd say we begin. And let's start with Joao Cancelo, the more recent one. Then I'll get to Rúben Neves, because actually the Rúben Neves one is more of a talking point for me. And that was supposed to be the video. It was only supposed to be on Neves. Then Joao Cancelo happened, and now it's like, let me do on both. So, big up to all about Saudi Pro League. I actually recommend you go check this account out, to be fair. If for any Bayern fans that watch my content here, it's like I'm Yes and Mia, but for Saudi Pro League. That's all about SPL. You're even able to see the goals in, not really real time, but you could say during the game at times, because obviously he puts all the goals out. That's being recorded by Thamania. So big up to him. And he actually made a tour over here in Saudi. He lives in America, I think. Big up to him. Yeah. He said, well, not he, but he put out the Fabrizio Romano stuff, talk about Cancelo. And he said, it says the following: keep an eye on Joao Cancelo. Due to Saudi Pro League regulations, Al Hilal may not be able to register him. That's actually very true, and I'm going to get to that. Al Hilal could allow him to leave on loan in January. It's a World Cup year, so the player wants to play. Don't forget, his salary is massive too. The likelihood of a loan is very high. Keep watching. Okay. Now, we scroll. Yeah, by the way, Koulibaly, what are you doing, brother? Yeah, I saw this. Thanks to Michael. If you're watching, you fraud, calling me out. Koulibaly, what are you doing, bro? Like, come on, man. Bro, you already done this until Hilal this season at one point. Like, give me a break. Anyway, let's read this one. This one, wait, wrong page. This one, get Glock out of the way, man. Back here. Stop. Anyway, Al Hilal are, and from Romano as well. Proof. Al Hilal are preparing for Joao Cancelo to leave in January window. Inter have approached Al Hilal to discuss the loan conditions and explore potential structure of the deal. Now, by the way, I do think that his agent is finding clubs in Europe and making his life, the life of the agent, easy, man. Barcelona and Juventus also have made contact in the last 48 hours to ask about Cancelo's situation. Now, is this the last piece of news before I give my opinion on this, before I move on to Rúben Neves? Oh, no, I think, is this the last piece of news? And then the rest is, yeah, okay, last piece of news. All right, cool. This one. Let's go on to this. Okay. So Cancelo leaving Al Hilal is being talked about, and the question has to be asked. Why would Inzaghi even consider letting one of his biggest weapons go? Injuries or not, Cancelo still delivers more than any right back at Al Hilal currently have. Impact, quality, it's all there. Anyway, things could change if Nunes' knee pain comes back. Here's the problem, okay? Now, for context, in the Saudi Pro League, there's a rule, okay? This rule basically is to ensure that Saudi players, certain amount of them, can play. Yeah, because obviously if you get all the European guys in, you're more likely starting the European or South American guy, any international foreign guy, than you are a Saudi player, because the Saudi talent, in all due respect, I am from Saudi, I can admit, majority of them are actually awful, okay? Just get out of the way. Like, there's a reason why our national team is in the bin. Yeah, too much waslat, whatever. It's a whole different conversation. Let's not get into it. But there are some good Saudi players, but it's not a lot. Put it that way. And so because of all this, you're going to have majority of the European players play, right? But then again, there has to be a rule so that Saudi players can play, like Salam al-Dosri plays. When Saud Abdul Hamid was here, he played. Sometimes Kennu plays. I'm talking about Al-Hilal, by the way. Hamad Al-Yami has been playing in Cancelo's role since Cancelo's been out of the squad. For, again, I'll explain as I'm explaining. Etc. Like, we've had Saudi players, but Nasser al-Dosri is usually Asasi, he starts, whatever, right? So basically you're in the Saudi Pro League, you are allowed 8 players. That's foreigner that starts. Yeah, max. In the squad. Max. Max. Right? Now, here's the thing. You can also have another 3 players under 23. Or is it under 20? Under 21. But yeah, once you're 22, that's it. You can't. Right? And the problem is Lord Marcos Leonardo, the striker, for those who don't know, scored twice against Man City. That guy. He just hit 22 this past year. And he fell onto the category of the adult squad member. So because of that, unfortunately, when he eventually replaced Cancelo when he got injured earlier on into the season, there was no place for Cancelo. Because we already have Bruno in goal, Koulibaly, Yusuf Akçiçek, the Turkish center back we got from Fenerbahce. We have Theo Hernandez who joined. That's already 4. You have Nunes. Leonardo's there. He replaced Cancelo. By the way, he and Lodi at one point, by the way, were excluded, and Lodi decided to go. He's now just joined some new club. I don't care. Yeah, I hope Al Hilal win the case, by the way. But Leonardo, being patient that he actually got himself back. So Leonardo, who am I missing here? Malcolm, and I'm missing Rúben Neves and Milinkovic Savic. So that is 9. Patoulier, again, Patoulier is one of the young guys. So, and Kyle Cesar, another one. There you go, another young guy. So basically, you notice how there's 8, right? Actually, there's more than 8. Believe it or not, I must have missed out somebody. But basically, we have too many players that are foreign. So now Cancelo, unfortunately, has to be excluded because Inzaghi wants to exclude him for some reason, because he does not want to damage what's going on this season. It's especially Hamad Al-Yami playing. Like, I don't know. It's Inzaghi thinking. I don't really agree with it, but whatever. Yeah, so that's why Cancelo excluded. So because of this is why he wants to move to Europe. Because of that. It's that plain and simple. To be honest, it's probably going to be on a loan deal because, let's be honest, like it said over there, he's earning hella bags. But then again, if he's happy that he's getting minutes there by then guess what? He'll probably want to stay. He'll probably want to move on a permanent. So I do see this happening. And I remember, by the way, he did talk about staying in Saudi and not staying in Saudi. But again, I'm pretty sure that was when he was not happy only being a part of AFC Champions League Elite, because there you can actually have 10. You can actually have 10 people there. So it's easier for Cancelo to be a part of that squad than it is to be a part of the League One. Make sense? Cool. So anyway, that's what it all is. It's basically Cancelo just wanting to go get game time. That's the Cancelo thing. And I said it'll be quick. It's not quick. 9 minutes. But yeah, he did talk about. Wow, I forgot to mention. He did. I was about to mention, but I forgot. He did say in a press conference in Portugal when he went to the national team about how he's considering moving out. Again, it's probably the anger from just being a part of the AFC Champions League Elite squad and not the league and the cup squad. So that is Cancelo. Now, I want to move on to Rúben Neves. Now, with Rúben Neves, it's a bit more. Now, imagine I spent like around 10 minutes talking about bloody Cancelo to explain the situation. Now, with Rúben Neves, it's an interesting one. Rúben Neves, he does not want to extend at Al Hilal, it looks like. I have to admit, it doesn't look like he wants to extend. And I can gather why. I really can gather why. I think the problem is he thinks he's good enough to play in Europe. And to be honest, I 100% agree. He's really good enough to play in Europe. Now, this is one of the reports. Now, I do know that Perez rejected it, but Ruben Neves offered himself to Real Madrid recent weeks as a free agent. It was his agent, yeah, whatever. And Real Madrid rejected it, as it says here. It actually happened. I'm pretty sure it's happened. I'm gonna have to admit, Florentino Perez, you are an absolute donkey. How the hell aren't you taking this guy? Your biggest problem, I mean, you have also Mbappe, Vinny problem to deal with, but let's say in the midfield, for argument's sake, you don't have somebody that dictates in midfield. This guy dictates it and defends really well. So what you have in Chouameni, Ruben Neves offers, on top of that, being a dictator in the midfield. What the hell? What the hell else do you want? Like, fucking hell, bro, I'm telling you, you would take Ruben Neves at your club. What are we doing here? Yeah, but obviously there's news about him being linked to Man United. And I want to know Ruben Neves, but I don't know how true this one the sources. But Man United want to link Ruben Neves a cup price deal in January, according to reports. Neves has refused to sign a new contract at Al Hilal, which is true. I would be on a free and agent this summer. I will say one thing though. Inzaghi did confirm in the press conference after our last game, which we won 3-2 against Al Khalij, that Ruben Neves will be staying for the remainder of the season. Actually, wait, let me go back to SPL because they did confirm this as well. Let me go back to the SPL page. Yeah, let's go back to the SPL page. Yeah, because they did. It was confirmed that he will remain with us for the remainder of the season. I just need to show some proof to y'all. Yeah, but it is true he hasn't signed a new contract yet. There's talks about him extending still, which and there's some talks about him not extending. It's up in the air type of thing. But the reality is, yeah, let's be real. The guy doesn't want to extend because he wants to play in Europe and he thinks he's good enough to do so. There's nothing against Al Hilal, so I have nothing against him. I'm actually glad I bought his shirt because I knew this was gonna probably be his final year. You know, or not. I knew, but I thought maybe it could be. So in case I got it, because he was not extending for a long time. Well, Savage did, Bono did, Koulibaly did. I'm like, yeah, there's something off. So I'm glad I'm enjoying the moment with it. So whatever. But yeah, this is what I'm on about. So here you go. Found it finally. Right here. Boom. Al Hilal's most reliable source. What's it called? It's Bender El Wigate. Okay, it says Al Hilal's most reliable source from Bender shuts it down. Ruben Neves is not leaving in January. And Inzaghi did confirm it too, and he would like to keep him. And then this is another one. Rúben Neves is one of the best Saudi League stories out there. Came from Wolves with no big clubs chasing him. 3 seasons later, now every club. Exactly. I know Barcelona were inquiring, but that's about it. Yeah. That's Rúben Neves. And then there's this one. Inzaghi and Al Hilal management have made clear decision. Rúben Neves will stay until the end of the contract, whether he renews or not. And this is from Nawaf El Agil, reporter here. So he is not going anywhere, at least in January. So listen, let me give you guys my opinion, right? In regards to João Cancelo, I understand. He wants minutes, and he's being excluded by Inzaghi. If it was up to me, and it was mentioned in the beginning, depending on Nunes' injury, maybe things could change. However, I don't think it should change if he should. In my person, I know I've said things about Nunes compared to Jackson, whatever, but that doesn't change the fact that Nunes is not good enough. Okay, Nunes, respectfully speaking, yes, he did. I mean, at times gets the basics right. Thank God. I mean, from what I was hearing from Liverpool fans, I thought I was not even going to get a bit of that, but I am. Alhamdulillah, Rabbil Alameen. Allah yak alhamd. Okay? But the guy's been hurt a lot of times. He's still not good enough because he is annoying to watch. Yeah, and he still miss one-on-ones that he should be scoring. Bin. How is Marcos Leonardo coming in and scoring when it matters? Some of our wins is because of Leonardo's goals, Yeah. When you need Marcos Leonardo, I wouldn't say 9 times. I'd say 7, 8 times out of 10 he turns up. We don't need Darwin Núñez, respectfully. Bro, I need Cancelo in this team more than I need Darwin Núñez. I genuinely think if, let's say, we play, because anyway, we're not really going to play with 2 strikers. Yeah, we're more likely to play Salim on the left, Malcolm on the right, because to be fair, this season, Inzaghi got the best out of him there. And you put Leonardo up top. If there's no striker, okay, you have Radif, you have, Hamdan. I'm not a fan of Hamdan. Thank God he's probably going to go. Alhamdulillah. Zibbal. Anyway, besides the point, just all you need is Leonardo, Radif, and whoever. I'm sorry. It's all you need. You don't need Núñez. I know we just paid money for him. I don't care. If he wants to go, he can go. I couldn't care. I didn't even want to sign him anyway. Anyone that's watched me will know I did not want to sign him, but it's like, whatever. Yeah? And yes, we paid less than expected. Still paid a lot. Doesn't matter. So I really don't want Darwin Núñez. If it was up to me, Cancelo in, Núñez out. That's my answer. Yeah? And then obviously there's Leonardo that's up in there, but you're not going to get rid of Leonardo when he's the one pulling up clutch. Doesn't make sense. You know what I mean? So that's the Cancelo thing. Rúben Neves thing now. All I'm going to tell you guys is he hasn't really said anything bad about us. He hasn't acted like he's always going to stay at Al Hilal. It's like you can tell eventually he will go because he's that good. It's more of like me hoping he stays, but if he doesn't stay, I get it. I understand. He's too good to be with us. Let's say how it is. Yes, Al Hilal, Al Saudi Pro League right now is at a phase in which we are improving. I am not gonna lie. We are at that. It's like we are still in a process of improving. Okay, it's habba habba. It's step by step. Okay, we will eventually get there. Right now, we're not there yet. Rúben Neves is, I think he's hitting 30, isn't he? Bro, this guy still has few years, to actually do something in his career for how good he is. Let him go. If he wants to go, let him go. I respect his decision. And we need to go replace him some way, somehow. I hope to God it's not like a Goretzka profile. Yeah, because Goretzka in my club is close to leaving next summer. Oh, if it's that guy, oh my God. Well, Hilal have a problem. You think Kennu's bad? At least Kennu's stepping up. Well, what's Goretzka doing? Oh my God! After they deal with that at Bayern, at least at the Hilal, Kennu can do better something. You know what I mean? So, yeah. So that's what I would say in regards to Rúben Neves. Like, if he wants to go, let him go. I think he could. And by the way, there's Man United fans. I've seen some Man United fans online complaining about that whole rumor of Neves to Man United. How dare you? How you have a problem in that midfield. Bruno Fernandes. This is why I didn't want Bruno Fernandes. Ugarte. Rúben Neves easily slots into your midfield. Easily. If not over Bruno Fernandes, at least over Ugarte. And you know it deep down. So why am I hearing complaints? This guy dictates the midfield and can defend. He can do both. The only thing I would say about Rúben Neves that's kind of lacking, and even that's not even that bad, he's not the flashiest of midfielders. Like, he's not techie. He's not somebody that will be his man. Like, I see that more in Milinkovic-Savic at Al Hilal than I do with Rúben Neves at Al Hilal. But then again, Al Hilal already have the balance. Yeah, Neves defends, pass, or goes for a shot. Milinkovic-Savic carries the ball, can beat his man, link up play, blah, 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 blah. Simple. It's that simple. So when I see Man United fans complain, or I hear Man United fans complain about Rúben Neves, I'm like, what do you, bro? Even Real Madrid fans want Rúben Neves now because of the problems they're going through. And they have less reasons to be complaining than Man United fans. And Man U fans are complaining. Give me a break, man. Give me a break. So, yeah, that's my thoughts on the matter. Do I think Ruben Neves leaving is probably going to happen? Most likely, but there is a small chance he can stay because there's talks in the air. But I think more likely he's going. Cancelo, I think same thing, depending on what's going on with the whole Nunes thing, or if he does go on loan, is he going to be happy at that club? All that stuff will be a factor. So yeah, but regardless of what happens, I mean, Neves guaranteed staying this season, so thank God for that because we need him in this title race. Yeah, and Nasser literally just as I'm recording, and Nasser already dropped points to Ettifaq. When we play Al Khaloud tomorrow, which annoyingly, Neves will be missing that game. He and Salim Dosri, which is jarring. Yeah, we still need to take advantage of the opportunity while we can. I don't care. Yeah, so throughout the remainder of the season, we are going to be needing this guy. We are going to be needing this guy. So yeah, it is what it is. I just hope that Inzaghi doesn't play him as one of the center backs. That'll be idiotic. Absolutely idiotic. So, but thank God he hasn't been lately. Alhamdulillah, for something Inzaghi is getting right these days. About time. So yeah, that's my thoughts. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Guys, you already know what to do. Subscribe, press alarm bells for future content notifications, like, comment your way. Go check socials وإن بإذن الله you're well wherever you are. I'm gonna dip now. يلا يا زعيم العالم الحقيقي. Take care ومع السلامة. Peace out. Oh my days.